the greatest entrepreneurs in history, they all had one thing in common. This morning I was listening to an episode of the Modern Wisdom podcast with David Senra, and one insight really stuck with me. The greatest entrepreneurs in history, like we're talking billionaires like Steve Jobs, like Elon Musk, like the founder of Polaroid, who, by the way, was one of the big heroes of Steve Jobs. They all had one thing in common. They all studied the greats that came before them. So Steve Jobs studied the founder of Polaroid, the founder of Sony. Elon Musk studied Nikola Tesla. He studied rocket engineers who came before him and worked at NASA. And the way that they did this was they read biographies. Charlie Munger actually has this great quote. He says, "There are ideas worth billions in a $30 book." The reason why this works is because while technology evolves over time, the fundamentals that are required to build a successful business, they stay the same. So while you cannot copy what Steve Jobs did, like there won't be another iPhone, like the iPhone has been invented, but you can copy how he did it, how he thought, how he prioritized, which actions he took and why. Don't copy the what, copy the how. Why do you need to make the same mistakes that countless of men have done before you if there's someone out there who's actually already figured it all out? Now, the reason why this insight stuck with me so much is because this is exactly what I'm trying to do with podcasts. Like I listen to podcasts to learn from the smartest people who are out there who've already figured it out. The difference is that I personally was just never a big fan of reading, which is why I started listening to podcasts. I even built an AI-powered podcast app called Snipped to help me do this most effectively. The app uses AI to automatically write down all of the insights I hear while I'm listening to podcasts, such that I never forget them. It's completely changed the way I learn from the greats who came before me. But to wrap this up, if you want to be successful, study the greats that came before you. See you next time.